I've always wanted to build a floating desk for myself, so I started off with a web frame put on top of kitchen countertop bracket so it was super strong, and then I could fit my plywood top, which is white oak, and then I could also grab some riffs on white oak, which will face everything. As you can see here, I'll make my way around, fitting each individual piece to give me that nice front fascia. Had to miter those corners, did it on the table saw, give me a nice tight joint there, until I finally made it all the way around, my drawer fronts and everything dry fit in place. Then I could cut my actual drawer fronts and screw those to the back of my drawers, fill in that little filler piece, and then start gluing and screwing all the other trim all the way around. Now the front drawer needed some special attention. Had to make sure I had just the right gap there and cut it perfectly in place, and then I could glue that in as well. Get that nice tight miter joint with some screws. I'm using Rubio Monocoat Smoke 5% to finish everything. And then that little piece also needed to be installed before I could put this drawer front on. Wipe any glue away. And here's that continuous grain wrap all the way around and a soft close. Then I needed to fit the top. So I used my track saw after I traced a line. Used some green tape to make sure I didn't get any tear out. It also helps me see my layout lines a little easier. And then once all that was cut, finish that up with a little handsaw, and then flip this thing over and get in that little corner as well, which is just a little difficult. But that's okay with that handsaw, no problem at all. Crack that off. Nice sharp corner. Then I needed to edge that plywood to hide that nasty plywood edge. So I'm just using some 1/4" riffs on white oak to cover that, and some glue, and then just some tape to hold it down using them as clamps. I made my way around the front, mitering those front corners, clamping everything, gluing everything, clamping everything, clamping everything. I love these Collins miter clamps. And then I could sand everything flush and put a coat of finish on the desktop as well. Wipe off all the excess. And then I could put in this little grommet, which will allow me to pass my wires through my computer, down through the desk to the outlet below. Make sure you round off that edge, just get rid of that sharp edge, and then drop in that little grommet. That's a tight fit. Oop, can't forget the other one. Bang that all the way around. Get that seated in there nice and flush with the desktop. Using a block of wood just so I don't damage it. And then that little ring there on the top. And here's the finished piece in place to match the window seat. Riffs on white oak. Soft mount slides, organization in the drawers, nice tight joinery, and here's a little overview of my editing workstation.